if you're listening to this podcast, I don't know how the hell you found us, but this is Family Unfriendly.
Yeah, we have like
Episode 1.
I think we have 7 subs right now, and it's definitely not just me and Mitchell.
Yeah,
Um,
Nathan, are you even
yeah,
subbed to us
Two of
right now?
you?
Nathan's definitely not even subbed to us right now.
Yeah, probably. I need to do that after the show. Yeah.
All right, so yeah, I'm Mitch. Jared is here as well.
what's up?
We are the co-hosts, and we have a special guest today, Nathan Alexy.
Hello, everyone. I'm Nathan. What's up?
Yep, everyone is the two people listening. Welcome.
Go.
We love them. We love them dearly.
Thanks for
Thank you
tuning
for all the
in.
views. Thank you for all of our 7 views.
All right, thanks
All right, so
thanks for coming on,
Yeah,
For
Nathan.
watching.
That's it.
Please tune in next time for Family
that-
Unfriendly.
we'll see it.
The most painful intro ever.
Yeah, dude, I know. Oh my god, so great though. Nathan, you just recently came back from Firefly Music Festival. Is that correct?
Yes, I have.
Tell me
was
about your
fun.
experience.
Well, 4 days. What a time. I've never been to a festival like that before, man. It was pretty
need
good.
this-
I mean, we had a decent camping site. It was pretty good. We had power within our tent. That was pretty cool. Our beds were like kind of like cots. It was pretty nice. You know, tent living, you just imagine like bugs and being in the woods and on the floor and stuff. But no, this was pretty cool. And yeah, I saw a good amount of artists there. I was really glad I got to see
What was the headliner?
The headliners were more old school kind of ones. There was a Green Day, My Chemical Romance, and then there were more like there's Avril Lavigne.
What?
Yeah,
I
I
love
got all
this.
these old school ones. All Time Low, Dua
Okay.
Lipa, and Halsey.
That's a
Those
good
were
one.
all the big headliners. But I was more excited to see some of the EDM artists like San Holo, or my friend Mason was there to see Seven Lions, which that was great.
You
We
saw
saw
Son Holo?
Oh yeah, San Holo in
Let's
person
go.
front row was awesome. I got his pick that he was playing with too. So if I'll tell
Does he
that
play
little
guitar?
story, yeah, he plays guitar in his sets too. He
Did
does
not
a
know
mix
that. That's
of
pretty
guitar
cool.
and EDM. That's more with his new album, BBU OK. But he was playing with guitar on stage, and what he does this thing where he comes down and he'll stand on the speakers that are closer to the audience, like on the rail,
Yeah.
and he came down and he was playing and he was scanning the audience, and then he comes over to my side and I'm like dancing up there vibing with the music going hard, and we lock eyes actually together, and then we were like playing and we're like both bumping with the music at the same time, and as he's playing on his guitar, and then he looks at me and he points at me, and then he shows his pick and then he
What?
launches it into the crowd.
Dude.
That's
I went
crazy.
to catch it. I barely missed it. It fell on the floor behind me, and I'm like looking for it. And then some guy gets it up. And he's like, "This is yours." He's like, he was playing that for you. I'm like, "Oh my gosh!"
How many
But
drunken
yeah,
people did you have to punch for that guitar
okay.
pick?
So actually, I did not. I did not have to punch that many people.
That's surprising.
Uh,
I thought everyone would be like, "Fuck you," like fighting over it.
I actually did punch several people but no, it was honestly pretty chill. It landed in like there was like sandy grass or something, basically like what you were standing on for like the festival grounds area. So I like basically uncovered it in the sand, but
Dude, cool.
that was pretty cool. And so yeah, I got a pick from San Holo, and then that was the only one he threw while he was playing. But then at the very end, he just threw like a pile of them out of his hands into the middle of the crowd. So
Pretty cool that you know
but
that
I
one
got
was
the only
used to
one that he
play
was
though.
playing with.
Yes,
Huh?
that is awesome. I said it's
Yeah.
pretty cool. You got the one that he like played with,
Was
and you know it was that one.
Baller.
Would you
That
say that
is-
was the
that is
highlight
awesome.
of Firefly? Like, was that the best set you would say out of
That
all the
was
artists?
my highlight
Yeah.
for it. His was pretty cool. Some of the visuals from people like Seven Lions or LS Dream. That was crazy. That's like where all the people who are high off, yeah, whatever for that, because you know his name is LS Dream. It has LSD, weed, whatever you got. Those people were there. Oh man, they were cracked out watching it because the visuals matching with the music. It
Trippy.
was a bunch of like high, I don't know, techno bass type stuff mixed with EDM, and that was so cool. The lasers were bumping everywhere. That was very awesome. So, Firefly is a total. We were there for 3 out of the 4 days because the fourth day we left early. Oh my gosh, so much walking, so much jumping, legs killing me after the entire time. I was so glad I invested in a Camelback. Camelback is the backpack that you fill with water. It
Oh,
holds
the water one.
Oh,
water. Has that little straw that comes out the side. Man, was that useful! I would
Dude,
spent
that's a
so much
great
money
idea. I've been to like
because
100
I
concerts
didn't
and I've
bring it the
never thought of
first
that.
day. Yeah, I didn't bring it the first day like an idiot because my friend Mason talked me out of bringing it because like we're not going to need it for that long.
of course.
However, we definitely did need it. I bought 2 bottles of water at $4 a piece. A bottle of
Rip
water,
off.
$4. Thank you so much.
Jeez.
But yeah, the prices were expensive. But then I brought it every other day. Was definitely worth it. Um, Man, there was a silent disco too, which means everyone goes into this one area. You all wear headphones, and then you just switch between the different stations for the DJs that are playing. You're just like jamming out, bumping to the music. But whenever you take off your headphones, everyone's just either like singing to the songs, or they're just kind of like you hear just like feet shuffling. it's
That
Feet
is
shuffling.
that is
and it's
crazy.
really weird. It's really interesting that there's the difference between like the music blasting in your head, people
Yeah,
jumping around. You take it
completely
off, people are
different.
just jumping around, moving. You hear like random chatter, and it's very interesting. Yeah, but
Man,
Holy
that's
very
crap.
cool.
weird. I can't even picture
I've never
that.
even heard of that.
Oh, I've
Yeah,
heard of
silent
it. It's a
disco.
thing, but like I can't just picture just like hearing the music and just like hearing feet
Yeah,
shuffle.
it's like you're like, boom, boom,
Yeah.
boom. And then you take off and you hear then like a skirt, skirt on the floor from like the shoe or something. Was funny, was amazing. It's
Dude,
basically that
that
entire
is
Elvis game.
fantastic. As someone who
Yeah.
basically exclusively goes to rock and metal shows, I've never been to an EDM show, but like
Oh,
I'd go
now I
just
don't
to
have as many
experience that.
pyrotechnics as I would have liked, but the
Ooh.
visuals are where it's at because you do you feel the bass a lot in the rock shows?
Oh yes. I was
Oh,
just at a concert on Friday and literally the bass drum was almost making me sick.
oh,
It was so
yes,
loud. It was
yes.
great. I loved it.
I'm very glad that I actually brought earplugs with me to the Seven
Clutch.
Lions one. I put them in halfway through because I honestly felt my eardrum wiggle. So,
Wiggle.
like, yes, I felt
Can
it.
Like
you please
literally
describe to
wiggle.
So,
me? Please
so the
describe to me what
first,
that feels like.
so with the other shows, you feel the bass is like, boom, boom,
Yeah.
and you can feel it in your chest, you can feel it in your ears, and you feel it kind of like vibrate against your ears. However, on my left side of my ear, I felt it vibrate a lot harder, and it was kind of like if you were to have what's basically like a rubber band inside of your ear vibrate with the music. Like you could feel it like in my inner ear. I could feel something vibrating that wasn't the normal sound, just vibrating off of my ear. So I was like, this is
Whoa.
not good. Ear plugs in. So
Holy crap, man.
that was definitely a good move on my end
Honestly, that is a
because
great
Mason,
move.
yeah, Mason had said later that even today, which is 3 days after the fact, that his ear is still ringing. Very, very slightly, but it's still ringing. I'm like, you need a doctor,
A
son.
doctor.
Hopefully we'll have you and Mason on at the same time in a future episode and you guys can both just tell
Oh,
us about the entire thing.
oh, that would be great. We went,
Oh my
yeah,
God.
just the three of us as a group, me, Mason, and our friend Doug. Was pretty cool. We were inside of for where we were camping, where our tent was. It wasn't really like a camp in the forest type thing. It was we got to drove on the Dover Speedway in Dover,
Oh,
Delaware,
nice. Yeah, I did see
where
that
yeah,
actually.
where NASCAR happens. And
Oh,
we
oh yeah.
actually got to be on the inner circle. I don't know what that part is called, but you have
You
to
mean the
cross.
sideways part?
Yeah, well, we drove through the sideways part to get to the inner circle. It's really
Oh my
interesting.
God.
Imagine if you were at a NASCAR event, you would just be in the like inner circle. You're trapped. You can't go out. Cars
Yeah,
gonna
oh,
hit you.
yeah.
How do you get out? You're in the inside. You have to stand
Unless
there the
there's
whole time.
like underground
But
tunnels, you ain't getting out.
yeah. So what we did is there was no cars or events or anything, but it was really cool being on the inside of the stadium and getting to see everything. Because you could walk through, you can even go to the checker board, like the what's it called, the finish line. There's a
Oh
checker
yeah,
mark
yeah.
board line that had a bunch of burnt tires, like burnout spins on there because the
Oh yeah.
winner had just like spun around after they won the race, probably. But it was really interesting. We even got to see the Monster Mile, the giant statue of
Yup.
monster that's supposed to be like the final mile lap for NASCAR.
Yep. I think
Classic.
it's like the last lap of the
Whose
season or something
car?
like that.
Do you know what car is being held up in the sky by that?
Whose car? You're saying like a car on
There is
top of the Monster Mile?
there is actually in the Monster Mile statue, it's just looks like giant monster with like red beating eyes. He's holding a car like up in the sky, and it's someone's car who had previously won. I'm actually going to look that up real quick just to see.
Or if it was like
Who it
Dale
was.
Earnhardt or something.
We shall see.
I don't know. Yeah, while you were off gallivanting in Delaware, me and Jared were at home formulating the idea of a podcast. So
Yeah, for like
Yeah.
3, 4, maybe 5 days straight, nonstop.
yeah, it's about right. Yeah, it's about right. Yeah, Jared, what were you even posting on Snapchat, Jared? That you were like,
yeah.
just episode 1.
Well, yeah. So I was in Pittsburgh. I was helping my friend move into her apartment, and they have like all these like different rooms on each of the floors in the apartment. Like one floor they'll have like a game room and like a golf simulator, and then another floor it's like conference rooms. Another floor is a movie theater, and then
What?
there's just like a random podcast room. And then I was like, I gotta get a story for my Snapchat. And then we sat down and me and my friend, and we acted like we were doing like an episode. And I was like, what I caption this? And I'm like, first episode in the books. And like so many people swiped up and like, what's your podcast? And I'm like, I hate to break it to you, I don't have one. And then
Dude, I literally,
you could
it's exactly what I
post
did.
yeah.
It is exactly what I did.
Yeah, Mitchell swiped up, literally said that word for word, and then I forget what even we said afterwards, but I think
I literally just said like, dude, you're podcasting now. Like, what's the name of your
Yeah,
podcast?
and I was like,
I'll give it a like, and then you were just like, no, this is fake.
I'm like, it's fake, but I
And
wish
was
I
like,
I
wait,
had
what?
one. And then he was like, you wish you had one, let's do one. And I'm like, all right, we just need a name.
Yeah.
And then we kind of just pitched like names back and forth to each other.
Oh yeah, we had so many names. We had like what Jerky Gang was one of them.
Jerky Gang.
Name of the group
Wow.
chat. And then we were like, I think Jared just shot out the idea. He was like, "What if we called the podcast Family Friendly?"
Yeah, that
We
was the
just
original
swore
idea.
The entire time.
It'd be so ironic.
And then I was like, "Wait, what if we just Family Unfriendly?" Wow,
Yeah, and then
incredible.
it just clicked.
There it is.
And then the
Great
idea
marketing.
birthed. And now we're here.
That's right. And
Did you
Nathan's here.
did you fucking look it up yet?
Yeah, I've been waiting just to say.
Who is it? Tell us
The
whose
Monster
car's being
Mile
held.
hold, a number 48 Chevrolet Camaro, ZL1 1LE.
Jimmy
is,
Johnson?
Yes, you got
Let's
it right.
go.
Mitchell knows his history.
I'm
I know
clueless when it comes to
NASCAR.
this stuff.
He knows the NASCAR lore.
I don't.
Yeah, I just know him because he's on the freaking wall at Lowe's.
Lowe's.
Yeah, he drove the Lowe's car for like 12 years.
That's
So
where I want to be.
Jimmy
Whenever
Johnson.
I get famous, I want to be at Lowe's, baby.
Yeah, I want my face plastered on the
Yeah.
hardware department.
That's where only the real men go.
Oh my god.
Lowe's in the
Lowe's.
hardware department.
That's right. That's right. All right, so we had Nathan on first because we wanted to talk about some recent news with a horrible company that we all hate, but we just give our money to every day of our lives, and that's Nintendo.
Yes, indeed.
And Nintendo puts out directs, and they are terrible.
Sometimes they are
This last one was
a little atrocious.
I'll
in
be
the
honest, it
category.
was terrible. Like I was trying not to kill myself,
I mean, the Zelda announcement was it was great,
but
but I'm like,
True.
they didn't show that
everything
much.
before that was not good.
Like
Yeah.
okay, so they dropped the title obviously, and then the release date, which is huge. But like, there was barely any gameplay, and I was just kind of like sitting there like this the whole
More
time.
gameplay in
I'm
those-
like,
in those,
they had more in
2
Pikmin.
10-second clips. Yeah.
I'm like, who
I
cares
don't
about
think there's
Pikmin?
Any clips of it, but yeah. What did you guys think of like JRPG number 26 or Farm Simulator 7? I mean, I don't know if JRPG 26
They're just duplicates of each
beat out
other.
JRPG like 14. That one was really great, but like
It's so funny because we joke about it all the time. We all get super excited for these Nintendo Directs because it's like, they come
Yeah.
every like 3 months, and we're all
think so.
Nintendo fans. Obviously, we all have their products, and we're like, oh, we can't wait to see the new games, and then they just take a
Disappoint.
fat crap on us.
They
Yeah.
disappoint hard.
Specifically this last one, where it's just JRPG after JRPG after JRPG. It's just, oh god, I'm
every
so sick of
time.
it, man.
And then this one they really went hard with farming simulators as well.
Oh
They
my
did.
god.
Those are the biggest highlight, JRPGs and farming simulators. That
Well,
took
here,
up the
and then
Nintendo Direct
there's,
is like 38 to 28 minutes. It probably took 25 minutes worth
Probably, at least.
of
dude,
those types
literally.
of games. So
Literally, they're like, stay
what did
tuned
you
for
think?
40 minutes of new Nintendo material for 2023. And then all of a sudden, it's like a 30-second Zelda clip, and you're like, wow, I've been waiting for this. Awesome.
Yep. That's why they knew that they would end with it.
Yeah, oh, I knew they
Oh
would if
yeah,
they
I
did
knew.
something. But they were due for some. I mean, they hadn't touched on it in what, two directs, and then that one direct before, they had like a 10-second clip of Link like climbing through a rock, and I was like,
That
wow,
was it. Yeah.
awesome guys, this is great. They were like the sequel to Breath of the Wild 2.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is very interesting. The Breath of the Wild is now like a subtext
Tears
for
of the
a Legend of
Kingdom.
Zelda thing, and the sequel is a different subtext instead
Yeah,
of being.
how do you feel
Yeah.
about the name Tears of the
Yeah,
Kingdom?
Tears of the Kingdom. I'm excited for how it's going to be. I have no clue what it's really going to be about, other than all of the dragons and type of the stuff that we saw. We know it's a sequel to the original Legend of Zelda because the castle's floating from the trailer that it showed before. Both
Good
Link and
point.
Zelda will apparently be in this, so we'll see if Zelda is highly involved in this.
I don't know
has,
about that
more
one,
voice
Chief.
lines.
It looked like in the
Yeah,
one
more,
trailer she
she still has
dies.
more voice lines than
You remember how she fell in
the
the first
Platform
trailer?
bosses.
It was like
Yeah.
her going like this in the first trailer.
Yeah,
Yes, it
yep.
was.
So
Oh no.
we'll see. It's about a lot of dragon type stuff.
Yeah.
There's a lot of ruins, so we'll see how that one goes. I hope they change a lot of the terrain from the normal
That's what I'm
game,
hoping.
because I know they're changing all the stuff in the sky, but I hope that they also change a bunch of stuff on the ground. We have seen a
want a new
little bit
map.
of it.
Yeah, I want a new
trailer,
map too.
Yeah, the new map will be
Listen,
cool.
as much as I love Hyrule and Breath of the Wild, give me a new one.
I wanted to see Castle Town, not in ruins.
That'd
Like-
be cool.
Yeah,
Like
right?
an
Now,
actual town. Yeah. We get all these
Yeah.
tiny villages. I just want like a big, massive town.
yeah, they don't have
Exactly.
those big, massive towns
Yeah.
similar.
I mean,
to,
more
Ocarina.
structures and stuff like that. It's just,
What's
it's
a
so
step
much
four now, like?
openness. Yeah.
Oh yeah.
The
Is it
closest
like
thing that they have is that one castle that's like I think it's called near Tabantha Tower. No, not Tabantha Tower. It's the one tower that has a castle underneath of it, and you have to fight your way up. It's one of
Oh.
those.
Oh, I know exactly.
Yeah.
Hyrule Warriors or whatever. Speaking about Hyrule Warriors, yeah,
Dude.
there's that game too, which is a spin-off game. I mean,
And it's
that's
fun.
yeah, it's a fun game, but
Oh my god, it's
it's
fun.
also a spin-off game.
Is there like an actual campaign in that game?
Oh, totally, yeah.
Okay, yeah.
It's like-
I don't
yeah,
have it. I've just only
Hyrule
played it at
Warriors.
your house every once in a while.
Hyrule Warriors has probably more, honestly, more of a campaign story than Breath of the Wild does.
Holy
It has
crap.
so much information, so many voice lines, so many characters, and like major plot points, plot twists, all that kind of stuff. It really does. It has
Is it a
What?
prequel?
Yes, question mark, because
Kind of
It's
taking
kind of a
place during the
prequel.
same time?
it's a prequel and its own story. It's like
All right.
at some point it's like a timeline split, like alternate universe, but also a prequel. It's
Huh.
like everything happened the same up until a point that we see, and we're like, okay, that changes everything. Now
I don't
it's
think
a
I actually knew that. That's pretty cool,
It's a
actually.
very cool game. Very cool game. Actually
have-
adds story.
Whatever happened to? I mean, we needed more for Zelda 35.
Oh my gosh,
I mean,
the Zelda 35th
What happened here?
anniversary.
Like we have so
Zelda-
much good stuff. We have Breath of the Wild, Tears of the Kingdom. We got Hyrule Warriors, and then they were like, "Hey guys, Zelda 35th anniversary. How about you take this game and watch and go shut up?"
That's it. And they're like Super Monkey Ball, Banana Mania.
That was such a
and Release
frustrating
One
direct.
Click.
Also, I forgot about that
My
one.
Oh my god, that was
God.
when was that? That was like, was that last year? That was last
Yeah,
year.
about last year.
Last year in like
Yeah,
March or
year.
something.
I think so.
They
That sounds
had
right.
the- what was
Oh
it?
my gosh, that was
They had
terrible.
the 30th or 35th anniversary for Dragon Quest, I think it was, something
Yes.
like that.
Yeah.
Which
You're
is
right.
really big in Japan, but like,
Who cares?
bruh, do something for it. Do anything for Legend of Zelda other than just
Yeah.
the game and
Listen,
It's their
I
main
know,
title.
Japan loves their JRPGs, but I'm like,
Yes.
maybe consider at some point making like two smaller directs with one that's targeted towards the Japanese Nintendo audience and one that's targeted towards the
The
American
American.
Yeah.
Nintendo audience. Because like, no
Just a
offense,
waste
but
of time.
no one in America is going, "Oh my
Yeah,
God,
no one's
Farming
interested.
Simulator 18 and JRPG 28, give me." Like
Yep. Oh,
who is like the chat is going off just railing Nintendo when they announce something stupid like that. Like how many
a
times
lot
have
of
we
those
heard of
games would have been.
Octopath Traveler in directs? Probably like 12
Oh,
times. Like
Octopath Traveler
the last 12
2,
directs, probably.
baby.
Yeah, just about.
Oh my gosh.
Hey guys, you want
Awesome.
Pikmin 6?
Guys, here's Splatoon
Yeah.
10.
Oh my God. Dude, we have to.
Not
Colson
great.
bought Splatoon 3. I have to ask him how it is.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
I'm gonna have to
Yeah, I see
punch
him playing
him.
it all the time. Same as
He loves
when
Splatoon
I
2.
bought Banana Mania for like $6
That's
at
also
Walmart.
that's also true. You're a
Oh,
traitor
Mitchell,
too.
please tell that
I
story
did,
for the
dude.
podcast.
Oh my God, this was wild. I was just at Walmart one day, just looking at Nintendo games, just BSing whatever, and I saw that Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania had a sticker on it that was like green or something. And I was like, I wonder what that means. And I literally just asked the Walmart employee to scan it. And instead of it being like regular price 35 or 40, it was on clearance for like $6. And I was like, you know what? For that, I'll do it.
Didn't he say that it
Like
almost
what the
rang up
heck?
as like a vegetable or something like that?
Yeah, like
Was-
he said the sticker wasn't. He didn't know
Vegetable.
what the sticker meant.
Like
And
it
when he
ringed up
scanned
as
it, it
produce
didn't
or
come up as a
something.
video game.
Oh, it
What
didn't
was
come
that?
up as a video game. What did it come up as?
No, it
Do you
literally just
remember?
came up as it like miscellaneous purchase, like $6.
That's how bad the game is.
amazing.
Yeah, yeah, seriously. No, it's actually pretty good. I actually
Well, for $6,
Low-key
it's probably
enjoy it.
good.
Yeah,
low
so
key
then
enjoy it.
that happened. And since I was like, oh man, he did that, that's crazy.
Yeah, so I tell Nathan about it.
I went to the very next day at Walmart and I was like, oh, I got to do this. So I go there and I see another Super Monkey Ball Banana Mania that has the blue sticker on it, the same one that Mitchell had. So I'm like, oh, here we go. So then I get the attendant to open the door. I have him pull out the game. We're up at the cash register. I've been in line. There was a person in front of me. I'm about to like purchase this thing. And he rings it up. He's like, $35, sir. I'm like, huh?
Yeah.
I'm like, oh, sorry. You know what? I actually
Dude.
don't even want to buy that right now. Sorry to waste your time. And I left. Like,
I
are you
can't
kidding me?
even
The day
explain
after?
the luck that I must have
Yeah,
experienced in that
Mitchell,
moment.
honestly, yeah, that wasn't a slight to me. That was just Mitchell having the
And we're
best
talking
luck
about
ever.
the same Walmart within 24 hours. And the sticker rang up for me $6 and rang up for Nathan 35. So maybe it wasn't even the sticker. Maybe that monkey ball I grabbed was just like stupid. It just
I
rang up
think
as
maybe
$6.
the serial number hadn't been registered within their system. So who knows? Oh my gosh, Ranger approaches. And he's
I want
gone.
to put that in. Mason just
That-
joined.
That's definitely staying
Started
in.
playing what sounded like the national anthem of some country and then left. I don't know what that was, but that was fantastic.
Wow.
What were
what
we
a
even talking about?
We're talking about Walmart and your luck.
Yeah, that's right. Walmart and Luck. Yeah. Oh
Well,
my God.
okay,
I
so
don't even know what else I have to say about that.
the one time I was at Target and I was buying I don't know if you guys know HyperX, but it's like a gaming company, and I was buying a keyboard, and I think they're normally like worth $100 or something. I rang up as like
Yeah.
$5, and I'm like, all right. And I just went with it.
Yo,
She's like $5,
Like,
and I'm
is
like,
that around?
Sorry, bro. I have to buy this now.
Is
It
that
was-
around the same time that Mitchell got his?
this is a while ago, a while back, probably from last year, but
That-
it definitely was a mistake. Like, it definitely, like, she did something wrong, or for some reason it rang up like that, but I just went with it. I'm like, all right, I'm saving like $95.
Did they correct it, or did you just pay $5?
No, I didn't say a word. She obviously was like stupid and didn't understand that it's a good keyboard. She's like, $5. I'm like, all right.
It's like,
really
well, you got a
interesting.
I got a nice Logitech keyboard here for $15.
Yeah. What's
I mean,
interesting
it's
is that
Pretty nice.
me and Mitchell had returned to that same Walmart because there were still games with stickers on them. And whenever we asked one of the attendants, we're like, "Hey, could you do a price check on the game as the price was there, because we noticed we're like, well, this game has a sticker and this game doesn't. So we had an example to like show him like, well, what's the difference between the two? The guy pulled out the Walmart app to scan them.
Yeah,
so
that's right.
basically, from that logic, you can go to a Walmart, pull out the Walmart app and scan it through their like feature that they have and see if it comes up as $6 or something like that. I mean, that's what
Precisely.
I'm assuming. I don't really know what.
Well, another thing, we were like, why is this sticker green and this one's blue? And we were like, can you scan them and tell us what the difference is? And he was like, sure. And then he scanned them and he was like, I got nothing for you. And we were
Yep,
like,
they're
cool,
both the
thanks for your
same.
time. See ya.
Yep.
He went
They
back
both
to his stand
scanned.
and we left.
Yep, they both scanned at the same amount. So it must have just been a technical error for that one day that they
The
were
weirder
there.
part was that we scanned Monkey Ball again, Banana Mania, because one of them was like a deluxe edition and the other one was not. And it was the first time I'd ever seen a Switch game in a full-sized like DVD case. Do you remember that, Nate?
Yes, I do.
And we were like, okay, tell us what's the price of this one versus this one. And he scanned them and he's like, they're both 35. And I was like, what's the point of having two editions then? Like, what is this? Another
Yes,
flaw by Nintendo? What's going
maybe
on
the
here?
one's like a day one edition and just never got sold.
I'm like, what comes with it? I want to like it. Why is the case bigger? They throw in
Has
like a monkey
map
ball
with the
sticker.
monkey ball, whatever the heck that
Oh
means.
my god.
All
map.
like 65 levels. It comes with a map.
Dude, 65 is an under. That's a total underplay for that game. I think it has 10 worlds and each world has 12 levels. So actually double that.
Bruh. That's pretty good. Wow. That is a good amount, I'll tell you what.
I mean, it's a pretty extensive game for something as simple as monkey ball.
That's true.
I guess the other thing that sticks out to me about Nintendo right now too is like, what is the state of a new Switch system ever coming out that's not just an OLED? Like, are we
Yeah,
gonna get
OLED's
are we gonna
good.
get a Nintendo Switch Pro? Like, what's going on here?
No. I do not think that we are going to get anything else than what we have currently. Well, maybe they'll do like a Switch U type deal where it's a different console, but they just name it like really slightly.
I will die if that happens.
But anyway, the Switch Pro is still, the Switch Pro, the Switch OLED version is still a new thing. They're coming out with like new editions of it, like special limited time ones. Like there's the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet coming out, and that has a special like decaled Switch, like the
Yeah.
Animal Crossing Special Edition Switch, but it's an OLED Switch this time. So basically for Nintendo, there are two OLED Switch editions, the white one and then the one with gray Joy-Cons, or I think the one just like red and blue. I don't even know if they have that, but there's only default ones, and this will be their first deluxe edition specialty console one. So to them, they're just starting.
So you
I don't
think
we're gonna get Switch Pro
after
in a while.
you think after Switch OLED it's going to be a completely new console? You don't think there's a next step in the Switch world?
Yeah, I think they're just going to switch to a new console.
They're going to be
sadly.
like, we're going back. This is the N65. Welcome.
Yeah,
65.
yeah,
Yeah, that's right.
128-bit system.
Oh my
But
God.
yeah, Jared, what are your thoughts?
I'd have to disagree with everything you just said. No, honestly, I'd agree with you though, for real. Yeah, I don't think they're just gonna like take a next step in the direction of Switch. I think they're at that point they're just gonna be like, fuck it, like they're gonna try to compete with the Xbox. I don't even know what the new Xbox is right now, but the PS5, they're gonna try to compete with all those next generation consoles. They're gonna put out some
Which is-
4K console for
Nintendo
sure.
has always been behind because they
Yeah.
had the Wii U.
It's kind
And
of
there was
confusing.
an Xbox Xbox
Yeah.
One, PS4, and their contender was a Wii U.
Yeah,
Dude,
exactly.
Oh my God.
Between the Wii and the Xbox 360 and the PlayStation 3, yeah, Wii was not. And then there's GameCube, Xbox original, PlayStation 2. It's always been behind. Nintendo's
could
always
probably-
been behind in power.
I could probably
That's
count the
probably
number
what
of
they're gonna
people who owned a Wii U on both my hands.
Yep, and two of them are Mason and Colson.
That's right.
I also owned a Wii
And
U.
Jared,
I wasted
yes,
my money on one.
There it is.
Well, that's a lie. I got it for Christmas, but I had like 3 games for it.
Yeah, I
Legend
never
of
had a
Zelda
Wii U.
Wind Waker was amazing, though. I'm so
Yeah.
glad they re-released that game on the Switch. I mean, on the Wii U. But that's the thing. They re-released it. It was originally on the GameCube, so
Yeah,
that's
that
technically not
was
even a
hype.
new game for the system.
Yeah.
Nintendo does a great job with selling you games that you already have
Oh,
again.
yeah. Well, that's pretty true. They basically with the Switch, they're making me buy like purchase like an NES or Super NES games that I already
Yep.
had, but now it's mobile.
And I just
Or
broke down and got the N64 and Sega Genesis pack. And actually,
yeah,
I got to
let's
touch more on
go.
that. There was massive leaks about emulation. What's it called? Emulation shells that were leaked from Nintendo servers before this last direct that held Game Boy Advance emulators. And I was like, oh my God, they're gonna announce Game Boy Advance as part of Nintendo Online. And I was like, this is gonna happen. And then it was JRPG 2080 again. So I'm like, what the hell? What was that? What
What
happened?
the hell?
Where did it go?
You really got absolutely bamboozled, didn't you? Yeah,
I watch
that's
I
the
watch
thing
too
about
many clickbaity channels.
yeah. Too much speculation, too much hype leads to high expectations, and you can't have those for Nintendo Directs. This
Especially
day
not
and
for the
age,
first 38 minutes of a 40-minute presentation.
that's yeah, how it
I mean,
be.
what even else was announced besides JRPGs and farm simulators? There was golf on Nintendo Switch Sports.
Yeah,
Yeah, I forgot about
So
that.
baby. Well,
Pit.
so that
that's another thing I'd
that's
like to
somewhat
talk.
hype.
Yeah.
I
That's
have
what.
Nintendo Switch Sports. I'm kind of
Listen to this.
excited for that.
Well, the thing is, the new model for games is to release something that's half baked or something that's uncompleted, and then say, "Oh, there's free DLC coming
Oh
later,"
yeah.
which
Oh yeah, that's
basically
called
just
the
makes like the
Nintendo
full.
method.
Yeah.
Yes,
Keep the hype up.
they did that
I
for
swear
like
to God, if they
especially.
do that for Tears of the Kingdom, I swear
Oh
to
my
God.
gosh, the soccer. What's the Mario Strikers one? The
Yeah,
new.
Yeah.
Battle Strikers or whatever it is.
They only added like all the characters that were supposed to be in it recently because they're just behind on development. They have the date set out. Nintendo's like, you will put it out at this time or die. So then they do, and it's unfinished, and then they're just going to add them later because they know that people will purchase them either way. So they did
Dude,
that same thing with Switch Sports that have Xbox 360 avatars instead of Mii's.
Yeah, that
Like,
doesn't
come
make
on,
sense. I hate that concept.
dude, that's the oh my
oh,
God, that's the most aggravating thing
I
ever.
think everyone on Earth
That
would
pisses me
prefer
off.
them to have classic
Why won't they
Mii's
keep? Yeah,
rather than
exactly.
those avatars made
Keep
by
the
the third
nostalgia
party company.
alive.
Here's the thing, so you can have your me in the game. You can use your me,
Yes,
but
that's
you
very true.
cannot upgrade it at all. You cannot use any of the clothing, any of the accessories, any of the customizable unlockable features, whatever. You cannot if you have a me, you can't use any of it. You
Thanks,
have to use
Nintendo.
the third party. You have to use the
Hey,
third party stupid ass
uh,
avatars, which are
I
so
wish I could know
terrible.
whether that was a Nintendo decision or if that was the game company's decision. Because,
Definitely
man,
Nintendo.
why would you not want to use and utilize Mii's? Everyone already loves them. So
That's
Like
just,
literally,
yeah.
you know how many hours I put into the Me channel on Wii? Like it's
yeah.
ridiculous how much time I put in. That's not
Oh,
even a game. It's not even a game.
more Nintendo rant. Where in the world is their music? Where's their home screen music? Where's the
Doesn't exist.
shop's theme music? Where is their like me creator
It's just
music? Anything?
silence.
Where's any of their music?
Doesn't exist.
That's what Nintendo. One of Nintendo's like strong suits is their music that they have
Yeah.
on their consoles and systems and in their games, but it alone in their consoles. Everyone knows the classic Wii opening music or the
Oh,
Wii
If
side
I
exactly.
panel,
The
or the
Wii
if I
Shop's
advanced
could
top
classics.
panel that have been
customize
endlessly made.
if I could customize my Nintendo Switch to play the Wii like Me channel home music while I'm just sitting at
Yep.
my home screen,
Yep.
or what like why not? Also, why can't I customize my home screen on my Nintendo Switch? Why does
Yeah.
it have
Isn't
to be
that
I
that
hate
crazy?
stupid
that.
ass recency wheel?
Ah,
I hate the recency wheel. I hate it.
yeah. Isn't that amazing?
So painful.
I kind of hate how you have to like I have that like coin system now, and you can buy like pictures for your profile picture. I kind of hate that too. I wish you can just like pick what you want rather than like
Oh,
weekly.
I'm
You have
glad they
to.
finally added
True.
any system
Yeah,
for
but
us to
like
have a
I don't
different
know.
profile picture.
Yeah,
But
it's
yeah,
it's better than what they had, but
Yeah,
it's
true. It
still not
was
as good
bad
as
at the
I wanted.
beginning.
In the beginning, you were like,
Got like
"Wow,
10
what?"
time to pick,
options.
time
Yeah,
to pick
it's like,
Zelda, time to pick
"Hey,
Donkey Kong, and that's all your
You can
choices.
pick Mario or Zelda. Or like
Like,
Splatoon.
here's a picture of Samus. Put it as your
Glad I have
background.
that.
Yeah.
So terrible.
Absolutely stale. Good.
I just feel like I just feel like Nintendo has stopped caring about like do I call them like like fan
Yeah,
expectations?
Yes.
I
Is it
agree.
fan or like community expectations? Like just little things that make the consoles or games better, just out the window.
Yeah, they really do, man. I was just gonna say I have to sneeze.
Oh, you went like this. I'm like,
Yeah,
I'm waiting for you to
you were pulling
talk.
up. I was like Nathan's gonna have a fire point here, and here he
I
is.
do.
Like, hold
Well,
on, I'm sneezing real quick.
oh, do you
Yeah,
have a
I know.
point?
The point is, I still haven't sneezed yet.
Oh,
It's
okay.
still just like
Well,
in
I was gonna say.
there.
So you said what happened to his camera?
Dude, his camera's gone. Yeah, for anyone
Sorry,
listening,
I don't know what
we'll have
happened.
video. We'll have video in future episodes. We had
Do
some
you
technical difficulties. You know, it's all part of the episode one vibes.
do you guys think Nintendo has stopped caring about like Mario and like Mario games? Because I feel like their last big Mario game was Mario Odyssey, and they came out what in like 2018 or something. Like they don't have any like
Earlier than that,
main title Mario games anymore.
Yeah, they got Mario. Oh, yeah, Mario Odyssey from 2017.
It's the
When
last
are
big
they?
one.
So they're gonna have. They have to have a Mario Odyssey 2 or something.
Yeah,
Any.
some kind
They
of
don't
3D
have, like
Mario
you said,
game,
any
overworld
mainline
game.
Mario.
Yeah,
They're they're definitely focusing all of their attention to Tears of the Kingdom. So they're going to milk that for at least a year after it's made. Oh,
once again,
and oh my gosh, I'm sorry to change the subject, but this is one of my favorite things to this day. I saw this live. The selection for the actors for the Mario movie
oh my god,
made in partnership with Illumination Entertainment for such
this
great movies like Minions: The Rise of Gru.
Nathan putting out a massive plug for Nintendo movies right
Oh
now.
my gosh.
Fantastic.
Oh my gosh.
Listen, we
I
were all
love
there. I think.
it.
Jared, were you watching live?
Did you see that
uh,
live, Jared?
I don't think I saw it live. I
Oh
saw it
my
All right,
gosh.
so
afterwards.
two of the
Me
three of us saw it
me
live.
and my college roommate Colson, we were watching the direct. We're like, oh, finally one that we get to watch together and see. And it was just the normal direct up until that point. The only other funny thing that happened before that was them playing Wii or Nintendo Switch Sports with what was it, Miyamoto, and
Yes,
yeah, was amazing. They played that for a while, and they're like up top, and they would like swing his
dude, dude,
Joy-Con
I
up
remember that.
and hit
Oh
it.
my
And then
god,
later, Colts and I were just at that point, like, what is happening? What are we watching? And then later,
it was another
oh,
Nintendo
the
Direct bomb.
reveal, the reveal of Mario will be played by Chris
He's
Pratt.
so
Oh my
cool.
gosh, it's been endlessly said over the internet. It's amazing, but I
He's
just
so
love the
cool.
thought of, yeah,
Don't
he's
forget
still,
the greatest,
yeah,
Seth
but
Rogen as Donkey Kong.
I just love the idea. That's
Unbelievable.
Roken Donkey Kong, Jack Black Bowser. That's probably the best fitting one is Jack Black Bowser. That would
Yeah,
be
Oh my god,
amazing.
that
I totally
is.
forgot about
Oh
Jack
my
Black
god.
Bowser.
But I love Chris Pratt. They're like Nintendo of Japan is like, who's a very popular Hollywood actor right now? Chris Pratt. I saw him in a couple Marvel movies. He's pretty funny, isn't he?
So like we saw
Yeah,
Chris
it would be
Pratt in
great for our
Marvel
Mario
and war
character.
movies, so you know what? Now he's gonna be it's
Yeah,
me, I'm Mario.
the kids love that guy. Am I right? My son really likes that Chris Pratt guy. Put him in Mario. Yes,
My son really likes him.
we'll make so much money. Put him in. That's basically what happened, at least from what I can understand. How has Chris Pratt ever had anything associated with Mario? Does he have a good Italian like accent voice?
They're
He's
like he
No, he
seems
definitely
Italian,
doesn't.
put him in
odd
there.
fit. And I mean,
They're
Jack
like
Black Bowser is pretty good. I like
they're
that.
like is Star-Lord Italian? You know what? Put him in.
Yeah,
Like
and then
what the heck, dude?
Charlie Day from with one of his biggest roles being It's Always Sunny in Philly as Luigi. Seth Rogen, Donkey Kong, smoking bananas all day.
Smoking
My
bananas.
God.
Oh my
Oh,
god.
that's a fit. That's a fit.
The
Keegan
casting
Michael
is
Key is Toad.
hilarious. Hilarious casting. I love it.
Oh
It's
my
just,
god.
it's such an off the wall,
Yeah,
bizarre
this will
thing
be
to get announced at
no
Nintendo
matter
Direct.
what,
I love it.
I really hope that this is such an entertaining movie. First, I mean, obviously we're all going to see this movie. It
Oh,
will be
100%.
Oh,
such an event.
yeah, without a
I'm
doubt.
definitely
We're gonna
if it's
review it on the
out.
podcast.
We're gonna
So
review it. We're gonna live stream it as we're watching it, even though it's
oh,
illegal.
God.
We're gonna
So,
live stream the movie on the podcast, guys. Get ready. Tune in. That's how we'll gain viewers.
so the Mario movie. Oh, dude, the Mario movie's release date is
Wait,
April 7th.
2023?
April 7th,
Are you
2023,
kidding
April
me?
7th, unless they
I
have a
was just gonna
delay.
ask
It
that.
is coming out.
Okay, that's
Well,
another
because
thing.
before,
Nintendo delays everything at least like a
oh yes,
year,
they
so.
do. Yes,
So
they
Breath of
do.
the Wild has been delayed or Breath of the Wild 2 got delayed like what, 3 times or 2 times already?
My
Twice, I
my
think.
favorite line from Nintendo, the classic line, is coming out this holiday, 2022 or what?
What
Like
does that
this
mean?
You don't
holiday.
know what holiday?
What does this holiday mean? Where does this holiday end and start? What does
Coming
that mean?
out.
Like
Is
this
Christmas the
holiday
only
could start.
holiday?
This holiday could start on Labor Day and
Yeah.
Coming
go
out
all the
during
way
a
through
holiday.
What is this
like
holiday?
Valentine's
Easter?
Day, Easter, yeah.
My birthday.
Easter? Oh my gosh.
Like, are there Japanese holidays that I don't know about that are
Yeah,
probably what they're referring to? Probably.
I don't. This holiday, yeah, because during Christmas, yeah, Halloween, Christmas,
All
Thanksgiving.
right,
Well,
so you know what?
Thanksgiving
I
is only
actually
an
have,
American one.
out of all the things they're working on, I do have faith in the movie making an actual debut on that date. With that being
Yeah, they
said,
better.
what are the chances that Tears of the Kingdom actually comes out on May 12th?
I know, right? Well, they delayed it, like you said, 3 times now. It was eventually coming out on holiday 2023. So we'll see. But I mean, holiday 2022 was going
Yeah.
to be the original date, but now they've delayed it. They've given it a date, official date. So
Yeah, what is it like May
hopefully it'll come
12th or
out on
something?
that time. I think that I have high hopes for that game.
Oh,
Other
same
than
here.
any other Nintendo game, because usually you don't want your hopes too high, because you keep, as a game gets delayed, everyone's hype goes up because they're like, oh, they have more development time to add more features. Well, sometimes they need more development time to fix a broken game as well. So,
Yep.
but
Right.
honestly, delaying is a good thing, because if you have a good game that gets released in a bad state early, everyone remembers how terrible it is, no matter how many updates come out after the fact. But if you have a game that delays, everyone's really sad and mad about the delay, and it'll be for a while. But in the end, the final product will become out better than it ever would have if it would have released early, and it'll be remembered better for it coming out as a full game rather than a half-baked game that needs to add everything in post. So
Yep.
usually delaying, and I think it got delayed by a year, and I don't know if it's a year and a half, because I don't know what their official date was. I think it was
Wasn't
2022.
it
It
supposed to
said
be
fall or
originally they were
spring.
like it's coming out spring 2020 or
Spring
Yeah.
2022.
summer,
Spring.
yeah, spring 2022, and I was like, okay,
So
cool. And
one
now
year.
it's September, and they were like, you know what? Let's push it back to holiday. And then they were like, you know what? Let's push it back to spring 23, and now we're at spring 23.
I really
Yeah,
like
it's
how
it's
Breath
late spring
and
23.
another thing is Breath of the Wild 2 was made in 2017. Then it had 2 DLC updates made for it. So let's see whenever the last update for Breath of the Wild was, because then that would have been their last
Yeah,
time they were looking at it. So
their last major release for Zelda, basically.
hmm.
Nathan doing
I
some
mean, what
big
we
brain research.
Yeah, Nathan. This is like
what I'm trying to
Joe
say,
Rogan
though,
podcast. Nathan's Jamie.
the
Jamie,
newest
pull that up.
yeah. So because what I'm trying to get at is that The Legend of Zelda Tears of the Kingdom is using the same engine, coding, everything that the first one did. So what should happen is, usually whenever games do that, okay, so I finally found it. They finally stopped updating the game in 2017, August 8th, 2017. Well,
Okay,
or
so
Wow.
it's literally been 5 years.
wait,
Yeah.
yeah, wow.
It's been
So
just over 5 years.
Wow, August 8th, 2017. So let me see if they added the. I don't know if that's just the game itself or if that means DLC. When did
Curious to know when they started development on Breath of the Wild 2 or Tears of the Kingdom, because
yeah,
that would
let's
be
let's actually look at that.
has to be soon after. Like I would almost think they started developing the second
Immediately,
one before the yeah, like
The
like on
story
launch day or
goes.
before they launched the
Oh,
first one.
it's definitely after.
After
Um,
after the
but
get
I'd
the
say
concept down.
yeah,
so
yeah, after
what
Yeah.
the
was
release of the DLCs.
yes that yeah.
Okay, that makes sense.
So what it was is they were going to add another DLC, a third DLC for this. So they were the game was announced in 2019. So that game had to be worked on during 2018, which is only a year
Dude,
after the original one.
good
So
point.
what it means is that they were working on a game. They were trying to get the DLC, more DLC for Breath of the Wild. And as they were working on it, they noticed that they kept adding new things and more stuff. And they're like, wow, we actually have a bunch of little features that we want to add. And we have like a development roadmap, like for DLC, long enough that we could honestly just make a new game. So that's
Yeah,
what they did. They tied up their DLC at the second one, which was the Ballad of the I think it was the Champions Ballad DLC. They
yeah,
stopped there and they fully devoted. Well, at least I don't know how much of the team was devoted to developing Breath of the Wild, Tears of the King. I mean, Legend of Zelda: Tears of the Kingdom.
yeah,
However, they're using the same engine, which means the same link model, the same physics, the same everything else. And what that's supposed to do is save time in development because now you don't have to code it from the ground up. You can just transfer all the elements over, make new enemies, edit old enemies to make them new just by changing some stuff. Or if you want to add full body, I think full I can't remember what they're called, but they're just like the new bodies that you add in and then you put a skeleton frame around them. But it's supposed to save time in development, but they've had to delay time as well. Like what they did was between Ocarina of Time and Majora's Mask, they had a brutal work cycle, but they used all the same elements over, and those games are very unique and one of the best in the entire series
oh
because
yeah,
of. But what's interesting is that now that they have all this, they're adding elements. They're using the same. All they've been doing is been adding new things to the old game. They've been changing old stuff around and just adding more features. I'm expecting this to have a ton of features to it because that's really all they should have been doing, other than getting the new mechanics down for all the new stasis effect that we saw, the one that reverses time, or
yep.
the one how Link turns into a raindrop thing and goes through the floor, or everything to do
Yeah.
with his new arm.
Crawls up through the floor.
That's all the new
Yeah.
stuff, new bosses. Hey, maybe even they'll add dungeons actually to this
I
game.
hope so.
Who knows? They
I
better.
Fingers
would
crossed.
would
That'd
cry.
be
I
baller.
would cry. I'd be so happy.
If
Oh
they
my
add
god.
dungeons, because that's really it. And then another speculation was I didn't see any shrines within either of the two trailers.
Could you
So
imagine if
they
they
might have,
replace the shrine
yeah,
idea with dungeons and just
yeah.
like completely overhaul
But
the
I mean,
idea?
if you saw in the trailer, there are 7 of those little wisp things that they call Tears of the Kingdom
Yeah, I was
around
gonna
the
ask
person
about
who's
that.
like sitting like a deity, and it has the
Yeah.
7 things around them. In most Legend of Zelda games, there are 7 dungeons and 1 boss dungeon. Like for the like main, like the 8th dungeon is usually like where you fight Ganondorf or something. So
Gotta
with
be it.
that in mind, there are 7 tiers, and those could be the one at each of the dungeons, and then you could have the 8th one that's not there because you have to get all 7 pieces first, be the one where you fight the big bad boss. So that honestly could be the plot structure. But
Heard it
since
here
they're using
first,
everything the
everyone. Heard it
same,
here first. Family
yeah,
Unfriendly
yeah,
podcast. Nathan
we'll
Heard it
Lawrence.
here.
see.
Yeah,
Yes,
Spin
all
facts.
speculation, but it could
that's
be
right.
very good. My ex and like all what I've been saying since the beginning, my expectations are high because of that. And honestly, I'll probably be happy with most of the stuff that they produce because I am like dry for another Zelda game. 2017. They
Dude,
released I,
yes.
they released Skyward Sword HD, but That's just a re-release of another
Right.
game.
Once again, Nintendo doing what they do best, selling us their games again.
Reselling
Yeah, like we
games.
said earlier.
Same thing with Super Mario 3D All-Stars. We all have purchased
We
Super
Oh,
all
Mario
right,
have.
64,
right.
Mario Sunshine, and Mario Galaxy. By the way, where's Mario Galaxy 2? Nowhere to be found.
No, why
Yeah,
did they
come
add?
on.
That's one game that deserved a DLC.
Yeah, literally.
Come
Add
on.
Mario Galaxy 2 as a freaking, I don't know, $10. $10 DLC. I don't give a crap.
Yep,
15
I
buck
do it.
DLC. I'd buy that in 2 seconds. It'd be great.
Yep.
And the fact that they were able to port the motion controls from Wii into Switch pretty seamlessly for those games for
Yep.
Galaxy, I'd say, um, means they could easily do it for Galaxy too.
Yeah, they really
So
could have.
definitely a missed opportunity on their part.
That was just them probably in a crunch for time or something like that,
Yeah, they were
as they
like,
usually do.
shoot, it's Mario's 35th anniversary. What should we do?
Yeah,
Mario
baby.
Battle Royale and Super Mario 3D All Stars.
Yeah. But
Oh man, Nintendo.
overall, I'm hopeful for the next sequel. I can't wait for it to come out. I'm glad that it's taking its time because I now have high quality hopes for it because it's been in there so long.
Man,
Not
let me tell you,
super
I mean, you
high,
guys have been
but
waiting longer than me. I just played Breath of the Wild in like 2020.
Oh, so
Maybe.
you're new to it.
Yeah, like I just played Breath of the Wild for
Jared
the
played
first
it when
time
it
like
came
2 years
out.
ago.
I played it in 2018, and then you played it in like
Yeah, I
2020.
mean, you guys been playing. You guys been waiting for a minute,
It has been a minute. I will tell you that.
and by the time it rolls around, it'll be like 6 years for Jared, 5.5 for
Oh my
Nathan.
god, yeah. That's crazy.
Man,
Come
that's a
on.
fun.
I was
I
still
mean,
in.
this game, I do have high hopes.
Was I a sophomore when I got it? I was a
In college, you're
sophomore.
saying?
Yeah, it was like January or something, or February when the Switch came out, I think, if I remember right. And
2017.
me and my roommate Bill, we both went to I think Target on release day, and we got the Switch Zelda whatever special thing
Oh,
where it
like
comes with the
bundle or
case.
whatever.
Yeah, I couldn't think of the word bundle. Where it, God damn it, Nathan, where it comes with the Zelda Switch case. I have the disc actually somewhere, like with the soundtrack for the game, the
Now,
CD,
one
Oh yeah.
and
about
then
that.
the map where it shows like the whole Hyrule map, which is pretty cool.
Yeah, that's cool.
Yeah.
That, like, honestly, one thing I will admit to is if they have an OLED Switch bundle
You
for
getting it?
Breath of the Wild, for Legend of Zelda
Yeah.
Tears of the Kingdom, I am buying an OLED Switch. I honestly, here's the thing: the two main colors are green and black. My favorite colors, and it's like a neon green type thing
Yeah.
because that's
Yep.
like the broken sword of that's the broken Master Sword's like end piece or whatever for the title screen. Oh
Could you
man,
imagine like a nice matte neon green Joy-Con paired with
with
a
the
Oh.
matte
Joy-Cons
black?
and the case and the dock. If you
Ooh,
guys haven't seen it, the Pokemon Scarlet and Violet like Switch, like the OLED version, it has endless decals on the back of it. It looks so cool.
it is
And
very
so
nice.
my hopes are now high for Legend of Zelda because, and also that's just going to be a collector's edition type thing. But one thing I did notice is that the OLED versions of those types of games don't come with the game. You have to buy
Really?
the game separate. Yes,
What?
it's just the console.
Okay,
Oh,
I would hope
what?
they
That's
if they have
kind
a
of weird.
I have
brand
to
new
rethink
Zelda
about
game
that.
coming out, if
It
they have a
is,
Switch
yeah,
to pair with it, that you would have to sell them together. I mean, come on.
yeah. Well, I mean, so we looked at the prices while I was at Firefly because my one friend was considering getting an OLED Switch, and
Yeah,
he
what are they
looked at
like
it.
350?
Well, an OLED Switch is 350. It's 349.99, but a like nice detailed one, like the ones that are like the special editions, like the Pokemon Scarlet Violet, are 360. $10 more. That's it. So it's not bad for getting a new one because you're basically paying for the price of a new console, but now it's themed and it's worth so much more. But
Nintendo would
I
be
will
so
probably,
smart. So
but
smart to pair a new Zelda OLED
That
with
would
the new game
sell
and make
yeah,
it
yep,
$400 flat.
on
Boom.
release date. That would
yep.
I
sell
would
May
100% buy
12th.
that. My Switch
Yeah.
would only be like 4 years
I'm,
old at that point, but still I would buy it.
yeah, because honestly, I'm thinking, I'm like, Man, I'm gonna have to like sit on a website and wait for the day to come, like when it says that it's available, and
Yeah.
just keep clicking refresh because I know people will be on that instantly.
Oh, 100%.
Oh
Oh
yeah.
my gosh, I'll have to pre-order it so
There'll
quickly.
be
Um,
resellers like chomping at the bit to
because
get a hold of those things.
honestly, I think this will be like my first big like money splurge on like something that's just video games in like a while
Yeah.
because like I don't have like a PC that I like splurge on anything. I mean, the closest thing is my laptop, but that's an important thing. You use that all the time. It's for work. It's going to help. But this thing is literally just for my entertainment,
Hey, this is
and
an
I'm about
important
to
thing.
blow money on it. I'm
That's
about to get the
important.
deluxe edition of the deluxe, like however the one that you got the collector's edition of Breath of the Wild,
Yeah.
Jared. I'm going to
Right.
get the collector's edition for Tears of the Kingdom. Absolutely.
That's the way to go.
And
Gotta stay ahead of the game.
the
Jump the gun on it, baby.
now all I gotta do is get my my other Switch.
I love this. The fact that
Oh
no
my
one can
god.
see what's
Yeah,
happening
no one
right
can see
Except
now.
what's
us.
happening, but I'm showing them my modded current Nintendo Switch that has, and it's only modded like hardware wise. I changed the Joy Cons, I changed the backing, but I'm gonna have to put this all normal so that first off I can send my Joy Cons back to Nintendo so that I can get them fixed for free because they've had the whole debacle over Joy-Con drift that they lost a lawsuit over because it's literally like not supposed to do that. But I'm gonna have to change these back to normal. Then I can resell my Switch. Then I can get the new OLED one. So it's a process.
That's the way to go,
But
man.
yeah, that's probably what it'll be like. Once the lights come back on. Here we go.
OLED.
So funny that my favorite part of this is that no one can see our cameras right now.
I know.
We'll get video for the next episode, but like Nathan's light has been like going on and off.
Yeah.
Yeah,
He's just been like coming back
it's been
with
fun.
random ass faces, just killing us. Oh my god, so great. What were you gonna say, Jared?
I was gonna say, me and Nathan occasionally sometimes we go to Walmart, and you know how you can, I don't know, yeah, Walmart. Okay, I couldn't remember if it was Walmart or Target. And you know how in Walmarts you can play like the Switch station they
Oh yeah,
have.
they got the demo games.
The
Yeah,
demos,
for the OLED, we played Breath of the Wild the one day, and I'm like, holy crap! Like it's so much more smoother and looks so much more crisper compared
it
to.
runs better.
Yeah,
Literally,
it's
it runs
crazy.
better.
It's a huge difference.
What's the is there any OS upgrade from normal Switch to OLED?
Oh, yes, there definitely is. I don't know. I think it's the process. I mean, the screen is definitely a higher spec.
I
It's
knew that.
1080 instead of 720, I'm pretty sure. But I think the processor might actually be better. The battery, I think, is a little worse because it has a better battery, but since it's running higher functions,
Oh
it's
yeah.
That makes
lower
sense.
I
quality
mean, if
overall.
you're running
However, there was,
1080, if you're running
yeah,
1080p on a freaking little screen,
Yeah,
yeah.
that will
This is
happen.
full-fledged like video game, I mean, it's gonna
There's no
take
way
some
to
battery.
mitigate that.
Yeah. I mean, that'd be tough.
so. I'm trying to see a comparison of the Switch OLED and the Nintendo
This is
Switch.
the OG
I'm
Switch
gonna
right
pull up those
here,
two.
called a Game Boy Advance
The
SP.
Game Boy holds up. So NVIDIA custom Tegra processor, it says for the OLED, and for this one it says NVIDIA. Okay, they both say custom. So thank you for the terrible
Thanks,
information, you dumb
Nintendo.
idiot. This is from Nintendo. Yes,
There
thank
we
you.
go. Jared's got the disc out.
The soundtrack.
That is
It lists all the
sweet.
songs. You probably can't see
I'm
that,
curious if
but
that's like,
Did
is
you?
that like a, that's got to be like a full-on collector's item now. It's got to be worth something.
What
probably
is?
this CD
Jared
with
has
the
Oh yeah.
soundtrack.
his Zelda soundtrack CD.
It's my
By the way,
vinyl.
did
It's my
you
Breath of the
know?
Wild vinyl.
Yeah. Did you know that there was an upgrade between Switches between the time that we bought one and the time after you bought one, Mitchell? There's an upgrade within
Wait,
Switches
really?
for no cost. Yes, hardware wise. Yes,
Huh.
literally better. So you missed out probably by 6 months, maybe a little bit shorter or longer. However,
Dang.
yeah. So if you would have waited 6 months more, which would have been the whole half year or less of game time, it probably would have been a real thing because yeah, you got so
I
much
already had,
enjoyment out of it.
I
God
already
damn
had
it,
way
Yeah,
too much
Mitchell.
playtime.
yeah. But honestly, they had an upgrade because my one friend Michaela, she has the upgraded Switch, and it feels different. It's a different weight. It's a different quality on the
Is it
back. Like
lighter?
It's matte quality on the back of the Switch. It has a
Huh.
different feel to it.
Oh shit,
Yeah.
mine's glossy.
Yes, and it's lighter. And actually, I don't know if it's lighter or heavier. Yeah, the normal ones, the first edition ones, they're glossy. The other ones are matte, and it has not a better battery, but a better processor. So
Huh.
it makes the
Interesting.
battery last longer on games because it literally functions better. And
I'm
the
suing
battery, so
Nintendo.
you would play
Filing a
Breath of the
grievance.
Wild, and it would last about like 5 to 7 hours. I would play Breath of the Wild like undocked, and it would last 3 to 5 hours. So it's literally, and hers was literally better because it was manufactured like that. And that's the second generation of Switches.
You know
And there's a
why?
difference between whether yours got a white box or a red box. Why?
You know why they made those changes? So
Why?
that the Switch can handle all these JRPG games.
Yeah, Farming Simulator
That's so
The
13.
true.
graphics are too good. They had
That's
to
so
change the
true.
hardware and
They're like,
software.
we've been trying to put out triangle strategy for 4 years now. It can't handle the operating system.
Dude, I love Triangle Strategy came out and it says working time. Like the game was interesting for JRPG standards, and then it came out with the name. It's like Triangle Strategy. I'm like, that is the worst name. That said working title. I'm like, oh, so they know it's a bad name. They're working on it. And
Best
then
part is they
like
didn't change it.
four directs later, they came out and they're like Triangle Strategy is actually like coming out, and they're like, here's the new title. And it said Triangle Strategy. It didn't say
My
working game
favorite
title and working.
my favorite part of Nintendo Directs is the live chat on YouTube. Because when stuff like that happens, the whole chat just is electrifying. Just going off like,
That's
I
gold.
hate you, Nintendo. What are you
They
doing
go
to me?
off. They don't hold back.
No, they don't. They're
Someone's comments.
ruthless.
Oh yeah.
They're absolutely ruthless. Oh my god. It's all about the freaking JRPGs, man. All about the JRPGs. It's so terrible.
Well, at least we got Mario Kart Deluxe, Mario Kart 8 Deluxe courses.
Yeah, when's Wave
That's
3
an
come out? That
interesting
comes
thing.
out in what, holiday 2023?
Well, think about this: Mario Kart 8 came out on the Wii U.
Yeah.
There's no Mario Kart for the Switch.
Yeah, that's right.
Yeah, it's
Like
the same game.
there's no Mario Kart made for the
9.
Switch. They have made nothing up. That's and so what they did in lieu of that, which is, oh my gosh, how much time has been between Mario Kart 8 coming out and Mario Kart 8 Deluxe getting DLC? Is that like 10 years?
Way too
Is that
much.
8 to 10 years? But
Well,
that's the
think.
thing.
Oh my
Oh, let me say some stuff real quick. Mario Kart 8 Deluxe is so terrible for making all of the unlocks already unlocked, like all the
God. I
characters
agree.
already unlocked.
100%.
Why would you do that? Why would you take away something for the player to do?
I have a
Part
perfect
of the
example. Perfectly
starting
executed one,
Yes,
too.
part of the like fun of playing Smash Brothers when you first start is unlocking all the characters. You start with the original 8 and it's amazing because you have so many goals to look forward to. It gives you stuff to do. You start Mario Kart 8 Deluxe and you're like, "Why do I have every character? Every character, every stage. There's no things for you to unlock other than just your cart, wheels and glider, and who cares?
Yeah,
Why do
literally
you
no one.
have to You need goals like playing a new
Yeah.
character.
Defeats
Like
the
who
purpose.
like unlocking Funky Kong in Mario Kart Wii was the best feeling ever. That was awesome because you
Greatest thing ever.
basically had beaten the game by that point, and now you get a new character, and now you have to see how they play too. And it's different stats, it's different everything. You get a
Right.
new change to see how it is. And Funky Kong turned out to be the most competitive and best Mario Kart Wii character. He's the fastest, but
Oh, 100%.
you had to put in all the work and the hours to get him because he was one of the last unlocks. But that's the fun of it. And you don't get all the courses from the beginning. You have new cups unlock in the old Mario Karts. But this one, they just give you everything. I know it's a deluxe version, but that should just give you the DLC and nothing else.
Oh,
It
I
shouldn't
agree
give you the
100%.
the whole game. Oh, so
No,
dumb.
and
And then
that's literally why when I when I got Nickelodeon Kart Racers 2 on the Switch, I was like, you know what, I'm gonna give this a go. Let's see how this holds up to Mario Kart. And when I got in, nothing's unlocked. You start with SpongeBob Patrick and like I don't know, one of the like Michelangelo or something.
Yeah.
And so like you start with these 3 characters, and then you have to unlock everything else. Everything else in the game, all the wheels, all the
That's what I'm talking about,
I don't know,
baby.
like turbo pipes, all the
The
freaking
character. Now, do you unlock
carts,
courses as well?
unlock courses. You start with
Courses
2
and
courses.
characters, and then the carts. That's all you need.
And I will say that
Mario Kart
Nickelodeon
Double
Kart
Dash, Mario Kart
Racers,
Wheel.
although
Bingo.
visually not as good as Mario Kart 8, is
Yes.
definitely that's where it has a one up
It
on it
gave
all
you
day.
goals. It gave you things to achieve.
You
Now I'm
literally
just trying to
like you know
get
how in Mario Kart you collect the coins to go faster. In
Yeah.
freaking Nickelodeon Kart Racer 2, you freaking collect the coins and then you keep the coins and then you buy more pieces, buy more courses, buy more
Oh,
characters.
you know what's so dumb about Mario Kart 8 and their coins? So there are unlocks based on how many coins you get in the game.
Yeah.
Like if you get to 5,000 coins and you like finally get like these wheels, or if you get to 3,000, then you have like some other form of like,
Nice voice crack.
excuse me for voice crack and
We
for the
keep
burp.
in we
Both
keep
of
in the
them in a
burp and the
row.
The
voice
burp
crack.
straight into the
Oh
voice
my
crack was
God.
amazing.
Fantastic.
But
The most dynamic duo possible.
But the thing is, so usually, you know how you said that you collect coins on Nickelodeon Kart Racers? The thing that's different about Mario Kart is you only collect the coins after you pass the finish line on the 3rd lap, and that's how many you can collect. So let's say you collected 10 during the race, and then you collect more. That doesn't mean anything. You can
Nope.
only get a max of 10.
Yep.
Let's say you're at 10. Lap 3, you get hit with 3 red shells and you hit a banana, you're at 0 coins, but you still get first and you pass the finishing line, you only have 0 coins. You don't have
Yep.
10 anymore. It's only what you pass with. Why is it the worst game ever?
Based on current status of coins in it. Oh my god,
Oh
I hate
my
it.
gosh,
I
it's
hate it.
terrible. So yeah, is bad, is dumb and stupid as well.
Still a
So-
fun game. Just
It's still a great, and that's the thing. It's mechanics. It's how like everything flows together. It's a great game, but just all these little features that take minimal effort to fix.
yeah.
They don't do it, and that's Nintendo, baby.
No, that is 100%. Nintendo in a nutshell.
I was about to say that literally word for word. Nintendo in a
Really?
nutshell. Yeah.
Yeah, it goes nicely. Now I'm gonna start putting that in the what's it called Nintendo Direct chats.
Yeah.
What,
Just
Nintendo in a nutshell?
Yeah, like every time a JRPG gets released or announced.
Well, you might as well just take a nap for 30 minutes as soon as a Nintendo Direct starts and be like, okay, let's see what update they have for Breath of... Okay, it's not called Breath of the Wild anymore, but what update they have for Tears of the Kingdom for the last 30 seconds of this 40-minute fucking stream.
Yeah, that's right. Yeah, that's right. It's exactly what it's gonna be. Every
they have
single
the
Direct.
Indie Direct for a reason, because that's where like they can highlight all the indie games. I know that's good to put some in the main Direct, but like not all. It shouldn't be 90% indie games. It should be like 30.
Why there's Indie World.
The only thing that
And then
indie games are doing is
Yeah.
directing me to a new console. Like,
Yeah, as Donkey, it's to quote Donkey, yeah, Nintendo Switch. More like I'm gonna switch to
to a better console.
Fantastic.
Amazing.
Oh my god, man. If you had to rank Nintendo. Okay, you know what? Let's grade Nintendo. If you had to grade Nintendo in the last year, what would you give them? And you know what?
In
We'll even
comparison
let's
to
let's
having
include
content from other
let's
places.
include the whole lack of Zelda 35 debacle.
Oh,
Oh my god.
compared to how, yeah,
like-
4 out of 10, solid.
Yeah.
We'll see.
I wasn't even gonna give it a 4. I was gonna give it like a 3 or
Oh my
2.5.
God.
Yeah.
Dude, it's not good. I'll
They're
tell you that.
slipping lately.
I mean,
I'm trying to
it's
think. Yeah, I mean that's really it. I don't know what I've been looking forward to. For
there's
Nintendo
nothing
for the past
exciting
year.
except for Tears of the Kingdom.
I never
That's
look
like the
forward to
only thing that I'm
anything.
like, and I have trouble getting excited for Tears of the Kingdom.
Because
Yeah,
of
I
all
kind of
the
do too.
downs.
Yeah, I agree with
When was the
that,
last
actually.
time that they had a mainline Nintendo game come out on this console? I
Was
mean,
it-
That's a good
Splatoon.
question.
Splatoon
Yeah, I mean,
is
If that even
the
counts.
only one, which we
Yeah.
do not care. We do
Yeah,
not. I'm
let's-
just gonna
We
tell
do
you
not
right now,
care.
We do not care.
The only
Does
person I know who
Pikmin
plays
count?
Splatoon
Because
is
no, I don't think
Olsen.
so.
Yeah, I ain't doing no Pikmin either.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Why you-
Nintendo Switch Sports.
That might count.
Yeah. I'm
Battle
looking
Battle
right
League,
now on
Strikers
like
Battle League.
featured. So in their featured category, they have Xenoblade Chronicles 3, JRPG,
No,
gotta love them.
Yeah,
no,
Splatoon 3, Bayonetta 3 is coming out. That's a
no.
series that
I don't
Colson
count
likes.
that either.
No one
I'm trying to
cares.
think of
Yeah.
Nintendo only games that are coming out on their console. Uh,
That are coming out soon, you're saying, or that have come out
that have
recently?
came out. I guess Pokemon Legends Arceus
Strikers
came out.
Battle League.
I gotta give it to Strikers.
How
I
many
gotta give
people
it to
bought Strikers?
Pokemon
Like
Legends.
4?
Yeah, I know someone who did and who played it for like a week, and that's literally all the enjoyment you're gonna get out of
And
it. It
quit.
has no content. It has no content to it.
Yep.
Because what, 2017 was Breath of the Wild, and then 2018 Odyssey. I couldn't even tell you what 2019, 2020, or 2021 or this year was.
They
I don't
had
even think they
Metroid
had.
Dread for
Yeah.
2020.
Okay,
That got Game of the Year, Metroid Dread.
Okay, I forgot about
I've
that. The
heard
2D
I've heard
game.
That
great
literally-
things about that game. I've heard
It looks
great
good.
things.
That was a good one.
But I just never
Kirby and
bought
the
it.
Forgotten Land came out more like
Oh,
a forgotten
okay.
game.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh my god, dude, that's so true.
I mean, it was good for the time, but like I don't know anyone who's
That
talking
was,
about it now.
that was an elite
cannot-
joke.
I cannot wait for us to upload this. Hey guys, first episode of Family Unfriendly with Jared, Mitch, and special guest Nate, and then Nintendo just like straight up like nukes our channel.
Yep. Yeah, honestly, this is the
I love it.
Nintendo episode.
I love it.
Well,
we've
I
been
think
talking
we.
about it
And when
basically
we
the whole
when we
time.
have like when we have Mason on, hopefully we'll have you back on with Mason. We'll talk more about the Firefly and concerts and stuff.
I think
But
we
when
talk
Colson
so
comes
much.
on-
Yeah.
Oh my! It's
I think
gonna
we
work
talk
go
so
off.
much hate on Nintendo though, because we just care like so much about Nintendo though.
Yeah,
It's true.
That's
It's
really
true.
it. We
So it's
care
not like
about
we
it
hate
so much that
Nintendo.
we just endlessly
We're all
talk
huge Nintendo fans.
Yeah.
Like we've all put a fair chunk of money into Nintendo.
about it. That is very true.
We've
That is
all
very true.
secretly
yeah.
funded development of Tears of the Kingdom.
The only one of the most recent games that I can think of that I really like, I never bought, but I can at least commend Nintendo for making it. This was made in January 2022. It was Pokemon Legends Arceus. So
Yeah, I heard
Pokemon has
good
been the
things.
same. Pokemon has been the same game for like 18
Right.
years.
Same
They've been putting
format.
out the same
Formula.
JRPG classic.
Yep.
It's the same turn-based combat
Yep.
every time. Pokemon's a huge game. Now they finally made a different game. Finally. It's like Monster Hunter, where you go out and you like catch monsters and do so, and you fight, and it's not turn-based; it's real time, and you get to. I'm glad that they made that. That is one of.
I
their
don't think
first
I even knew it was
games
turn-based. That sounds awesome.
No,
Or
it's- no, it's
that's
not.
not turn-based. Sorry.
Yeah,
Oh dang, man, we got an episode in the
We got a lot
books.
of good content.
Jeez.
Yeah.
And we only talked about Nintendo.
I was gonna say I think we can auto wrap after that.
Yeah,
Yeah,
honestly, I mean, I don't know if anyone else has anything else to say, but I'd say that's a wrap for episode 1, baby.
Yeah.
For tuning in, thanks for listening. I don't know how you found us, but subscribe, like,
Subscribe, hit
comment.
that like button. Thank you, Nathan, our first official guest, for coming on to this
that's right,
podcast.
baby.
Yes. Thank
Everyone
you.
follow Nathan at Nate
Follow-
Lexi, spelled
yeah, at-
N8LXE.
Yes. That is I. I'll be
And then you
on-
can
yeah.
find mine and Jared's Instagram handles in the what's it called, description. You can find all of our links to the Family Unfriendly channel and things like that.
Yeah, we'll
Yeah,
have
so-
we'll
Matt, tell
have
us what you want us to talk about.
we'll have weekly episodes that come out every Friday. So this should be coming out September 30th.
Correct.
Yeah, so weekly episodes
We might-
and different guests besides Nathan. Thank God.
Yeah.
We'll have Nathan back.
No, yeah, you're welcome to come back anytime. And you can even bring Colson on or someone else on if you want.
Let's go.
Dude,
That'd
my,
be
my
fun.
goal is I want to have all the people who went to Waynesburg on here at the same time, just telling stories.
Oh, I could tell a shit ton of
Speaking-
stories.
Speaking of Colson, it is now 12:05. Everyone give him a happy 21st birthday.
Is it Colson's
No
birthday?
way.
It's
28?
Colson's birth- As of 5 minutes ago, it is Colson's birthday. It is
All
now
right, shout out Colson.
28th.
Yeah,
As
shout out to
of
Colson.
the-
Shout out to esports. He's currently carrying. I think his record's
Shout out
3-0 right now.
Cole
Cole
Seb.
Seb.
Squall in esports.
Colson's out here.
He's an
ripping
absolute
wins from
baller.
Waynesburg
He will
University,
tear you
smashing
up
teams.
and smash. He's good.
He is the bomb.
Pour one out for Colson right now. I don't care. That's 12:05. I don't care if you're watching this on Friday. Pour one out right now.
That's right. Dude, I love it. All right,
Oh,
yeah.
boy.
Thanks, Nate, again. Thanks for coming on
Oh
episode
yeah,
1.
definitely.
Yeah.
Thank you for having me. So great.
Jared,
Thank you,
me and Jared will see you guys next week with another guest, hopefully. If not, it'll just be the two
Just
of
be
us
us two. Yeah.
Yep.
BSing about Pittsburgh sports, probably. So
Oh, that's always
tune
a good
in,
time.
and we'll see you then.
Yeah.
Thank you, everyone, for tuning in to the Family Unfriendly podcast. Thank you to
That's
my great
right.
hosts, Mitchell and Jared. Tune in weekly to hear us on Friday nights, as well as other guests that are not me. Leave a like and subscribe if you want to. Also, dislike it if you hated the video.
You can't even
Couldn't
do
agree
that
more.
anymore.
Thank you to Nathan for the shout out.
That's about it, guys. See you in the next one.